Hey guys, this is Trey back with another video, and today, as you can see, I'm on Amazon, and I went ahead and I searched up charcoal grills, and then I typed in the cheapest one, and you can see here it is. This is for $9.99, and at the time I bought it, there's actually a 5% coupon on it, so I believe it was $9.49. So you can see here it is. It's very small, 6 inches by about 4.5 inches. So there's some of the pictures. You can see cooking some stuff on it. So I'm going to hopefully be testing out some sausages and a filet mignon steak. So that'll be very interesting to see if it can even cook the steak. You can see a whole bunch of grates, but I'll let you know when the package arrives. Alright, so it's the next day and it is already here. It was 1-day shipping, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox it. Now, like I said before, this is the cheapest charcoal grill on Amazon. So it was $9.99, but it had a 5% off coupon, so I believe it was $5.49. So here it is. It comes with another package, and this is more for like camping. I'm just testing it out because I have a couple bags of charcoal, and I don't have any charcoal grill or smoker for it. So I want to test this out and use some of the charcoal I have. So I'm going to try and unbox this. You can see it's pretty small. I think it's like 8 by 10 inches. And then here are all the pieces. So I do have to assemble it. Doesn't seem that hard. You can see here's one of the pieces. And then here is the rest of the kit. And it looks like there's already some nice instructions here. So now here are almost all the pieces. This seems pretty easy to clean too. You can see I might have to clean that a little bit because it does look a little dirty. But I mean, it's $9.99, so what do you expect? But I'm gonna go ahead and follow these instructions and put it together. Alright, so that just took about 30 seconds, and you can see there are little slits on the side here. So it is pretty easy to assemble. You just slip those in on both sides. And then, I believe, just put this on top. And there you go. There's the grill, just like that. Like I said, I'm going to clean this off and stuff. But there it is. There's the grill. There's a bunch of holes, which is good. So I am going to be cooking this on a cinder block because I don't want any ash to fall on the ground or on a table and mess that up. So I'm going to go ahead, get some charcoal for it, and start lighting it up. Alright, so here's my setup. I'm out on my front porch. You can see here's the grill. I just took the top grate off. I already washed it. You can see it goes like that. But I'm taking it off to add in all the charcoal. So first, I'm going to go in with a little tumbleweed just to get it started. And then I'm going to be placing a few pieces of charcoal around this. And then I'm also going to be using a little bit of wood pellets from my smoker. I figured that might add a little bit of a smoky flavor to it. So you can see I'm just trying to pile it up a little, and then these will probably burn down and go to coals is what I'm thinking. Let it burn for a little bit, get nice and hot, because I'm going to first be cooking some apple sausages on it, so that should be good. And then, see, there's the charcoal. Now I'm going to just, they might fall out, but I was thinking just sprinkle a couple on top. So maybe they'll get, I don't know, like I said, this is the first time using it. This is a $10 charcoal grill, so there you go. And now I'm going to light it. So that should be lit. I'm going to go to this side. That's actually good with all these grates or all these holes on the side of it, because now I can light it easier. And see, there we go. Get that going, get that nice and on fire to hopefully get these coals down. And I'll update you in a little bit once these coals start to catch on fire, and I'll let you know what happens. Alright, so it's starting to smoke a lot, and you can see if you bring the camera down a little bit, I don't know if you can see it, but they are actually, like the little whiteness in there, they're starting to catch on fire, and there is actually a lot of smoke and heat coming off. So I'm going to go ahead, put the grate down, and then I have these apple sausages that I'm just gonna go ahead and start laying on here. right, so here we go. Here is the first one, and these might take a while. I don't know, maybe I need to get more coals in first, but I'm going to just try this out. I've never done this before. I've never even had a charcoal grill before, so I'm going to be trying this out for the first time. And they are actually starting to light in there. I'm hoping all the smoke you see will actually go into these sausages and make them taste like smoke. So that would actually be a nice touch if they tasted a little bit smoky. So almost like a little smoker, but you can see it almost fills up the whole thing. And later in this video, I'm going to be putting a filet mignon on here and seeing if I can cook that on here. So, but first we're going to be trying these sausages, like I said. Here you go, you can see it burning under there. So I'll check back with you in a little bit when something actually starts to happen. All right, so you can see the fire's going pretty good now. I actually took them off. I put them over here on some plastic. They were starting to get a little cooked, but the fire, I think, is a little too big, so I just sprayed some oil on it, so that got it going a little more. So I'm going to let it go and maybe let it go to a little bit of coals, or I'll add them on in a little bit, maybe to get a little bit of char, but I'll let you know once I put them back on. All right, so it died down, so now I'm going to go ahead and add the sausages back on. You can hear it already sizzling. So you can see some of them starting to get a little bit cooked, but I'm going to let them on here for longer now. See, that one started to get some char, so that's good. Be a real test to see when I have the filet on here and see how well that does. So you can see the fire died down, but there is still plenty of heat coming off of this. So again, I'll update you in a little bit. All right, so you can see I did the first flip, and you can see they got some nice char on them. I don't think it's too burnt, but it's some nice char, which I'm pretty happy with. See, the one on the outside didn't really get as much because it's on the outside, but I'm going to let these keep cooking. You can see they're developing a nice color. I actually think it's doing pretty darn well. It smells like if you ever gone to a food fair or like a 4-H fair and you smell the charcoal grills there cooking pork. That's what it smells like, even though this isn't pork. It does smell like that, which is kind of cool. It brings me back to when I used to go to the fairs, but I'll update you again once it's almost ready. All right, so you can see they're almost done, and what I'm going to do is to get a little kiss of a flame on there. I have some avocado spray, some oil, so I'm going to just spray a little bit of oil in there, because then that'll flare it all up. It's almost like lighter fluid, so that'll just get that all nice and charred, get it sizzling, make sure they're nice and done. They are already fully cooked because it is chicken, but I just wanted to make sure. And then you can see they're all looking nice and juicy. See the flames kicking up and giving them a nice kick, because that does taste good when it's nice kissed by the flame. Not burnt, but a little bit charred, and there's that extra flavor from the actual grill and the charcoal. So you can see they're pretty much done. I'm going to start getting them on a plate, and then I'll update you when I'm ready to cook the filet mignon. All right, so here's one last look. I'm sorry it's a little dark out, but you can see they are nice and juicy and cooked. So like I said, I'm going to go prep the filet mignon and get it on the grill. All right, I'm back out here. You can see I just added a little bit more of that avocado oil because I added a few more pieces of charcoal in there. And then here is the filet mignon. You can see I added some salt, pepper, and garlic powder on it. And I have the thermometer out here to make sure it's cooked. My goal is a medium, so around 145 degrees. So here goes nothing. I'm going to put it right in the middle for now. Maybe get a good sear. And then maybe I'm going to put it off to the side, like over here more as like an indirect heat. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to let it cook here for a little bit, and then once it does start to finish cooking, I'm going to put a little bit of garlic on it and a little bit of butter, so hopefully that'll taste good. So I'll let this go, and I really have no clue how long this will take. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 20 minutes, I really don't know. But this is really the ultimate test in my opinion. See if it can cook a thicker. I did try and get a thinner piece, but it's still a ½ inch to 1 inch thick. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll update you once it's cooking a little bit more. All right, so it's been cooking for a couple minutes now, and I did add a couple more pieces. I might even add a few more little pieces of charcoal, but here you go. You can see actually looks pretty good. It looks like there's a nice crust on it. The lighting is not the best right now. I'm sorry about that, but it actually looks pretty good to me. It got some nice char over here. That could use a little more, but I think right now, I think it looks pretty darn good, especially for $10 camping stove. I might actually move some pieces from over here up front again to get a good sear on this side. So I'll update you in a little bit once it's more done. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes since I've last checked with you guys, and you can actually see it's starting to snow a little bit now. It's just beautiful scenery out here. And I just got my, unfortunately, second truck today. My first truck, I got in a really bad accident yesterday. I'm okay, but the truck was not, so that was totaled. But this is just a great day after such a terrible day yesterday. Nice snow, and then the nice fillet. So you can see I got my thermometer right here. I'm going to go ahead and probe it right in the middle, and it might be a little overcooked already. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to baste it with a little bit of butter. You can see, like I said, it might be a little overdone, but that should be okay. I'm just gonna baste it a little bit, and then I'm gonna flip this over, make sure the sear is nice. But this is, so far, has been really good in my opinion. For a $10 grill, I think it's done great. I think this fillet, I'll go inside and show you it and actually cut it, but I think the temperature, is there. See, the snow is starting to pick up a bit now, but the temperature's there, the sear is there, everything is doing good, and it's been windy too. It by no means has it been nice and calm for the heat to be right there. The wind's been blowing around a bit, so like I said, you can see it's flaring up with the butter a little bit, getting nice. So I'm going to go ahead, take it inside, and cut it for you guys. All right, so you can see it's a little better lighting. I brought it inside. Now I'm going to try and cut it. And again, I was hoping for a medium, and that is pretty darn good. You can see the cook isn't the most even, but that is a little thinner there. But yeah, I aimed for medium, and on the $10 charcoal grill, that is pretty darn good. Like I said, for 10 bucks, and this isn't even rested. That's pretty darn good. You can see the rest of it in there. It's pretty good for $10, perfect medium. So that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.